Boy, a lot of people's want a lot of work done today. Alright, so we're back again. I thought I had put my phone on silent from phone calls, but I guess I obviously didn't. Do not disturb. Alright, so now since we had this here, and let's go ahead and finish up this here. We got that fitted in. Remember, we had to take this here, go up, go in, and then we had to take it and pull it down. And that'll latch it onto that round connector up there. Alright, now we had that done. You see the little tabs here? Little tabs there. Alright, we want to get that behind this rubber, but what we got to snap in now, you see back here? I'm trying to get this here. You see there? This here? This tab has to go in this, what do you call it, vertical hole. Alright, we got one on both sides. So, and I can already see now, if I try to put that thing in there now, it's not going to fit. So I actually need to take this whole thing up a little bit and then push and snap it in. So I'm going to show you how we're going to do that. Can you see this? All right, so I need to go up and just if you see that little tab right there, just be careful with these tabs. I probably shouldn't be hitting that hard on video. Real life is totally different. See that tab there is completely in. Look at this tab. Look at that tab there. See that tab? Watch this here. Just take your thumb and snap it in. It ain't snap. Okay. There it goes. There it goes. Now that tab is in. Make sure none of this here is creased. See how this here is creased? So just take your fingers and kind of start here or up here. This is where a good little pick comes in, I guess. Try not to scratch nothing up. I just want to take that little crease out without scratching up anything. Alright, that crease is gone. So if you look, that side is perfect. Okay, let's come on this driver's side. Let's make sure we don't have no creases. Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good. Although we do have a little bit here. This here rubber is supposed to be overlapping this trim. So I'm just taking my finger and just walking it up. I'm just walking it up. That's all I'm doing. That way, if there's any water, anything, it won't get behind that trim. Alright, that looks good. Alright, that's good. Alright, our last cover is right back over here. Look, 15-minute jobs turn into a long time, ain't it? That's okay. That's okay. Alright. So we got this tab here. This cover here. And now we can take and just fit it back on the same way it come off. And if you look and see, we just have these two tabs at the top. 1, 2. And we actually have some on the sides. Couldn't see that on this side, but there's a tab there. 2, 3, 4. That's what's going to hook on here. That little side tab here. This here will connect inside of there. And if you look, I think that's pretty much it. Okay. So I got to set this down because I cannot do this with just one hand. Try to get you a good angle on it. Okay, so I'm gonna slide this down. Only thing I'm doing is just aligning up this here, right here. I just want to get these tabs. Once I get these tabs where I want it to go, I'm just snap, push, and I can already tell you now. One tab go over there, And essentially what's got to happen is this here. This here needs to come and hook on the back side of this here. It should be like that there. So as I work this here down, it should start closing up. Okay? So let's lift this here up like we had it before. Slide this here in. And let's set this down so we can see and we can work. Okay, so now I know this here has to come on the other side of this here rubber. So I'm gonna start from the top and I'm gonna work it down. And again, as I'm working it down, I just want to keep feeding inside it. See how it's going out of this crease? I want it to go inside of this crease right here, all the way down. So we're just going to keep working that until we go all the way down with it. So start in that crease. All right, going across there, across there. Now we'll go in this. Now I can take and slide this over. Did you hear that snapped in? That snapped in. That snapped in. So we got this here. See how you got it inside that crease? All the way. That's pretty. Ain't gonna have to worry about water getting behind that. And that's done. That's done. Same thing for the front. Okay. It's pretty much filled almost right in place. See, it just filled right in that crease. All the way down. All the way. I think we'll probably just have to snap it in. All right, and now we just got to get our trim. And if you can remember, I set it down the way it come off, but if you can remember, just line up your cracks, crevice. If I spin it around this way, look at it. There's really no way it can go in because this here, see how that there? It won't allow me to go in there. You have to spin it around. See how that there? These little two humps falls in that little slot. So we get it there, and make sure you line it up really, really good because we don't want to break none of these here tabs. If you do break some of the tabs, you can order them from off of eBay or Amazon, really cheap, or you can go to dealership. So once I get it where it needs to go, I'm gonna just start from how we took it off. This is the last part we took off. I'm gonna just love tap, 2, 3, 4, and that's all my tabs. And I want to make sure that is inside of this here crease, rubber crease again, and that'll help water flow off it like it's supposed to, and that's good. And if you can remember, the last thing is this seat belt. Now when this seat belt's like it is, I want that seat belt to be like that. Boy, it's hard to do this with one hand. Only thing you do is just, you can't see. Alright, so it's just really easy, not a rocket scientist. I want my seat belt to come flat, 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 flat. And we want to run it inside of here. See which way the hook orientation is. And just snap in just like a belt buckle. Uh-oh. You see that? What does that tell us? Come on now. So easy. Caveman should be able to do it. That tells us that hook is not in the correct orientation, because when we go down, it should hook. Not a big deal. Just spin around. Let the hook face towards the back of the vehicle and it should snap. Bam. That's it. Now when we sit down inside the car, we should be able to grab the seat belt like this right here, and we should be able to fasten it in, and it should spring load by itself, and it does. Okay, I got the seat all the way up. All right, so that is that job. So only thing left to do, remember, should do things the opposite direction. The last thing that we did was, the first thing we did was undo the seat belts. undo the battery. This is taking a lot longer than what I anticipated, but that's fine. Okay, so it's perfect timing because my battery is about shot. You told me it took an hour just to build the seatbelt. I wouldn't believe you. All right. In case you're wondering, I made a video on how to clean a corroded battery terminal, and I actually showed you a couple of tricks on how you can prevent it from corroding in the near future. You can take and watch those videos. Again, like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell for any future videos. Literally in reality, if you do this yourself, this is how long it's probably going to take you. You could probably take a little shortcuts if you wanted to. I didn't have to put those lock nut washers on. I could just lift them off. But if you ever try to take that out in the near future, you could drop the bolt down there in bottom of the frame down there somewhere. It could cause a little bit of problems. But appreciate y'all for staying tuned, sticking with me through this whole ordeal. This is a worst case scenario when it comes to changing the seat belts, but my mistakes is your gain. So stick with us until the next video. Y'all take care.